Live from New Delhi, you are watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz and I am Deepika Mehto. Coming up in the next half an hour. Sunrisers Hyderabad's Nitish becomes first uncapped player in the history of IPL to achieve 50+ runs, a wicket and a catch as SRH records a narrow 2-run victory against Punjab Kings. Tonight, Rajasthan Royals to face off with Gujarat Titans. In a thrilling quarter-final clash, 10 goals scored in both the matches of UCL. Real Madrid held 3-3 against Man City. Arsenal draws 2-2 against Bayern Munich. PSG Atletico in action tonight. Spanish tennis player Aaron Cortes suspended until 2039 over match fixing. Cortes admitted to 35 breaches of the tennis anti-corruption program between 2016 and 2018. And world number 7 Holger Rune to take on Sumit Nagal at the Monte Carlo Masters in round of 32 on clay court. Sumit earlier became first ever Indian to win main draw match at Monte Carlo Masters. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we're tracing for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And now let's begin with all the latest from Indian Premier League. In a riveting contest, Sunrisers Hyderabad clinched victory by a narrow margin of 2 runs against Punjab Kings in Mullanpur on Tuesday. Chasing 183 for a victory, Punjab could only manage 180 for 6. Shashank Singh top scored 46 of 25 balls and Ashutosh Sharma also remained not out on 33 of 15 balls. The whirlwind 66-run partnership between the duo almost took Punjab Kings over the line. Needing 29 runs in the last over, bowled by Jaydev Unadkat, Hyderabad dropped 3 catches as Shashank and Ashutosh came within touching distance of pulling off another stunning victory. Earlier, young Nitish Reddy showed tremendous character during a vital 37-ball 64 to lift Hyderabad to 182 for a loss of 9 wickets after Punjab Kings had the visitors reeling at 66 for 4 in the 10th over. Reddy struck 5 sixes and 4 fours during his unbeaten knock. Abdul Samad chipped in with a 12-ball 25 before Jaydev Unadkat ended the Hyderabad innings with a last ball 6. For Punjab Kings, left-arm seamer Arshdeep Singh was the standout bowler as he took 4 wickets for 29 runs. And in IPL today, Rajasthan Royals will square off with Gujarat Titans in Jaipur. Rajasthan have been unbeaten in their 4 matches so far and they are on top of the points table of IPL as of now. On the other hand, Gujarat Titans, they've lost 3 of their 5 matches and are at number 7. In their previous match against Royal Challengers Bengaluru, Rajasthan Royals secured victory by 6 wickets with Jos Buttler scoring a century and Yuzvendra Chahal taking 2 wickets. While Gujarat Titans in their last game against Lucknow Super Giants suffered a 33-run defeat. Rajasthan and Gujarat have played 5 IPL matches against each other. Rajasthan have won only 1 match and Gujarat secured victory in 4 games. Rajasthan Royals have been led brilliantly by Sanju Samson this season, while Shubman Gill has had his share of success as the new Gujarat captain. Staying on cricket, Pakistan named fast bowler Mohammad Amir and all-rounder Imad Wasim in their 17-player T20 squad for the upcoming home series against New Zealand after the duo announced that they were coming out of retirement ahead of the T20 Cricket World Cup. 31-year-old Amir made himself available for the T20 Cricket World Cup more than 3 years after retiring from international cricket. Part of the team that won the 2009 T20 Cricket World Cup and 2017 Champions Trophy, Amir last played international cricket against England in August 2020. He has continued to play in franchisee T20 leagues. 35-year-old Wasim also reversed his retirement decision and made himself available for the Cricket World Cup. Pakistan has also called up uncapped batters Mohammad Irfan Khan and Usman Khan. The 5-match series against New Zealand will begin on the 18th of April, concluding on the 27th of it in Lahore. Pakistan will kick off their T20 Cricket World Cup campaign against co-host United States on the 6th of June. Moving on, now let's get you update from the world of badminton. Two-time Olympic medalists PV Sindhu and HS Pranoy will lead the Indian challenge at the Badminton Asia Championships in Ningbo city of China on Wednesday. PV Sindhu, who's not quite at her peak performance right now, is expected to win the first round when she takes on Coaching Fee of Malaysia. PV Sindhu will look forward to get maximum points from this tournament, whereas in the men's singles category, Lakshya Sen's recent strong finishes at the French Open and All England Championships are a positive sign for the team. This tournament presents him with an opportunity to secure his spot at the upcoming Paris Olympics. HS Pranoy and Kidambi Srikanth, India's another experienced campaigners, will also be competing in men's singles category. If we talk about women's doubles category, Tanisha Crasto and Ashwini Punappa, who are currently leading the Olympic qualification race, will face an Indonesian challenge. Srisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand will also be in action against a Chinese pair. Moving on in sports buzz, now let's get you updates from the world of soccer. Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane returned to North London to score his customary goal against Arsenal as the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final tie ended 2-2 on Tuesday. The former Tottenham Hotspur player, so often Arsenal's nemesis in North London derbies, stroked home a penalty in the 32nd minute as the Bundesliga side hit back to lead by 2-1. Premier League leaders Arsenal, playing in their first Champions League quarter-final for 14 years, had gone in front early on with a clinical Bukayo Saka strike. But Bayern showed there remains a European force to be reckoned with. Arsenal was stunned as their former striker Gnabry levelled 6 minutes later, and Kane rolled home his 39th goal of an incredible first season for Bayern after Leroy Sané was brought down by William Saliba in the box. Mikel Arteta's side ensured they will head to Bavaria next Wednesday, full of hope as substitute Leonardo Trossard equalised in the 76th minute to leave the tie hanging in balance.
Well, I think we started the game really well. We were dominant, we played in the opponent's half, we generated some momentum, scored the first goal, and then it's a critical moment of the match. Ben White is in front of Neuer to make it 2-0, and we have to put that ball in the back of the net, and then becomes a different moment. And then in Champions League, you cannot give anything to the opponent. We have given them 2 goals today, and when you have these situations, they are going to punish you. And that's the biggest lesson. The margins are very small in this competition.
It was a bit tough. I felt like a lot of little decisions against us. I felt a bit like pushed from the crowd, which was a fantastic crowd. And for me, and for all of us, he did a huge mistake in not giving a hand penalty. I know it's a crazy situation, but they put the ball down. He whistles, he gives the ball free, and the defender takes the ball in his hand. What makes us really angry is the explanation on the field. He told our players that it's a kid's mistake and he will not give a penalty like this in a quarter-final. This is a horrible explanation because that means he's judging now handballs.
On the other hand, a 6-goal thriller marked the high-voltage clash as Real Madrid and Champions League holder Manchester City shared a pulsating 3-3 draw in a roller-coaster quarter-final first leg on Wednesday, leaving the game deliciously poised now for the second leg, which is scheduled to take place on the 17th of April. Here's a report that tells you more.
Real Madrid and Manchester City slugged out a thrilling 3-all draw in a rip-roaring Champions League quarter-final clash in Madrid on Tuesday, leaving the tie between the last 2 holders of the trophy wide open for the second leg. Federico Valverde salvaged the draw for Real late on after City had taken a 3-2 lead with sumptuous strikes from Phil Foden and Josko Guardiola, following a Ruben Dias on goal and Rodrigo's strike that gave the host a half-time lead in Spain's capital. The noisy home crowd had been left stunned after 2 minutes when City midfielder Bernardo Silva took advantage of a one-man wall to drill a low free kick into the net. But Eduardo Camavinga helped level the scores after 12 minutes when his long-range strike deflected off defender Ruben Dias for an own goal.
The transition, they are so dangerous, and they can score more goals, and we control the game really well. And it was Madrid, so Bernabeu is special. We live this kind of situation many times. You go 2-3, okay, 10 minutes left, the game is over. He is never over. So, but we take the result. 1 week in Manchester, our people will be sold out. They will help us to score 1 goal. We will do the rest, and we'll try again to reach semi-final. It's simple. The team who wins will reach semi-final.
It was a good match, a great match for us. It was an even and competitive match. We even had the energy to put pressure on them to make our opponents feel uncomfortable, and it went really well for us. We started off really poorly when we conceded a goal, but after that the team played well and adjusted well, especially on their end of the pitch. We stole the ball a lot, we went after transitions, and when we had the energy, things went well. It got a bit tougher later when in the winnable match we had the chance to go up 3-1 and they ended up scoring 2 big goals, but we gave everything to turn the match around and tie it up. Now we have a small disadvantage because we play far away from home, but we are confident we can repeat the kind of match we played here.
Desventaja porque jugamos lejos de nuestro estadio.
It was another epic encounter as the teams faced each other in a Champions League knockout tie for a 3rd year running, leaving the game deliciously poised now for the second leg on April 17. In 2022, Real eliminated City in semi-finals, but Guardiola's side gained revenge a year later at the same stage. The winners of the tie ended up lifting the trophy both times. And now it would be interesting to see who has the upper hand this time around. Sports Desk, DD India.
It's time to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Coming up, more. Carlos Alcaraz withdraws from the Monte Carlo Masters due to forearm injury. International Olympic Committee stripped IB of recognition over its failure to complete reforms.
Wherever news breaks, whatever it takes.
Connecting corners, cutting across continents.
Stories that matter from across the globe.
Accurate, authentic journalism that serves you right. From politics to glamour, from sports to world affairs, with a fusion of aesthetics and substance. Introducing news in a new avatar. Experience the world through a new lens. Stay tuned to DD India for an exciting journey beyond borders.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz with me, Deepika. And to continue with more updates from the world of soccer, Spanish club Barcelona will face French club Paris Saint-Germain tonight in the first leg of their quarter-final clash. Currently in a good vein of form, having won 8 of their last 11 matches in all competitions, Xavi's side have conceded only 1 goal in their last 6 matches and stand second in the La Liga table, 8 points behind leaders Real Madrid. Barcelona have qualified for the Champions League quarterfinals for the first time in 4 years, something they did every season between 2007 and 8 and 2019 and 20. In 2017, Barcelona made it through to the last 16 after an epic come-from-behind tie against Paris Saint-Germain, winning 6-1 in the second leg at Camp Nou after losing the first leg by 4-0 in Paris. Barcelona's manager, Xavi Hernandez, said playing Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League quarterfinals is the opportunity the 5-time champions wanted in their bid to get back where they belong after crashing out in the group stage 2 years in a row.
I think the word after being out of the quarterfinals for 4 years, I think the word is excitement. We can dream again. We think we are at the best moment of the season and our team can win but we also have one of the best teams in Europe in front of us, with one of the best coaches in Luis Enrique. It is a team built to win Champions League.
Davant tenim un equip fet per guanyar la...
On the other hand, Paris Saint-Germain's manager Luis Enrique said on Tuesday that they need ambition rather than pressure, as Paris Saint-Germain still seek their Champions League first trophy. PSG last reached the semi-final stage in 2021 and with the League One title more or less wrapped up along with the place in the Coupe de France finale, focus now turns to the competition that the club wants to win more than any other. Luis Enrique has already won the Champions League when managing Barcelona, a club where he also spent 8 seasons as a player, but he does not see his knowledge of the club or their manager Xavi Hernandez as an advantage here.
Yo, como ya sabes, soy un poco diferente. Yo lo veo.
I see it totally different. And what's more now, away goals are no longer worth double. I prefer to play the first leg at home. For this knockout match, for the previous one against Real Sociedad, I prefer to play the first leg at home. Against Barcelona, I prefer to play the first leg at home. Why? Because at home we are going to have a unique atmosphere that I already know what to expect from, both as the home team and the away team. An atmosphere of excitement and ferocious motivation. A crowd of fans who are going to support us when we are aggravated. So rather than seeing it as a disadvantage, I even prefer to play the first leg at home. But I am also going to tell you that if we had to play the first leg away from home, I would say I prefer to play the first leg away from home.
German club will face Spanish club Atletico Madrid in another quarter-final first leg in Spain tonight. Borussia Dortmund coach Edin Terzic said that match against Atletico Madrid will be a top-level test. Dortmund, who won the group of death ahead of Paris Saint-Germain, Milan and Newcastle, will face Diego Simon's squad at Metropolitano Stadium. The German side have made it through to the last 8 of the Champions League for the first time since 2021. Netherlands forward Donald Malen has been ruled out of the match due to illness.
And I don't know where I should start praising Atletico now, because it's often reduced a bit to the art of the defender. But if you just look at them now, I think they are with the Manchester City, the team that has scored the most goals in the Champions League. And they have really come up with a lot of patterns in attack that they use time and time again and pose great challenges for the opposition. These are the things we are preparing for. And we know that we can't make many mistakes at this level.
Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid coach Diego Simon said his side must prove they are worthy of being among Europe's top 8 teams, as Simon's team are hosting the first leg at their Metropolitano Stadium that has been somewhat of a fortress for them this season, having lost there just twice in all competitions. French forward Antonio Griezmann will be the key man for Atletico, having recovered from an ankle injury that he suffered in the first leg against Inter in February.
It's going to be one of the most intense games of the 8 teams in the Champions League. Borussia is the team with the most intensity, so we will be playing against them and we will have to take the game to where we think they can hurt us.
Moving on to tennis now, India's Sumit Nagal will be in action today at the Monte Carlo Masters on clay court. Sumit will face world number 7 Holger Rune. Well, Rune did not win a single match in Miami and is playing his first clay court match of the current season. So that should open the door for Sumit Nagal to cover a 4.5 game spread. Holger Rune is undoubtedly a better player than Sumit Nagal when he is at the top of his game, but he looked miserable in his 6-1, 6-1 loss to Fabian in South Beach. Holger Rune is also an effective clay court player, but he has not played a match on dirt since last July. So he also lost his final 3 clay court matches of the 2023 season. So this contest would be second time that Holger Rune and Sumit Nagal fight against each other. The head-to-head is 1-0 for Holger Rune, but they have never competed against each other on clay court in major tournaments. So it is remaining to be seen that how Sumit Nagal is going to make the most of this opportunity which is being given to him today. On the other hand, world number 1 Novak Djokovic made an emphatic start at the Monte Carlo Masters with a 6-1, 6-2 victory over Russia's Roman Safiatlin to ease into the third round. Djokovic looked fresh as he broke Safiatlin's serve 3 times in the opening set, and a further 2 breaks in the second was enough to seal the victory. Hubert Hurkacz moved into the second round with a 6-4, 3-6 and 7-6 victory, but was made to battle by Britain's Jack Draper after the Polish 10th seed looked like dominating early on. Alex de Minaur had little trouble seeing off the challenge of former champion Stan Wawrinka, winning 6-3 and 6-0 to progress to the second round. German 5th seed Alexander Zverev made light work of his second round match, defeating Sebastian Ofner by 6-3 and 6-4. In a shocking news for Alcaraz fans, Carlos Alcaraz has withdrawn from the Monte Carlo Masters due to a forearm injury. Alcaraz, who successfully defended his Indian Wells title last month before losing to Grigor Dimitrov in the Miami Open quarterfinal round, was due to face Canada's Felix Auger. Alcaraz may also have an eye on his preparation ahead of the French Open that begins on the 20th of May. Italian Sonego, who lost in the second qualifying round to Roberto Bautista Agut, has been handed a second chance as a lucky loser and will next play Olga Aliassime. In yet another example of zero tolerance for breaching of rules, the International Tennis Integrity Agency banned Spanish tennis player Aaron Cortes for match fixing and other offences. Cortes has been banned for 15 years, that means until the year 2039. He admitted 35 breaches of the tennis anti-corruption program between 2016 and 2018. The ITIA added that Cortes had cooperated fully and accepted the sanction that also included a fine of $75,000, of which $56,250 is suspended. Cortes, who reached his highest singles ranking of 955 in the year 2017, has now been banned from playing and even coaching and also attending any official tennis event until the 27th of March 2039. Now in Sports Buzz Special, a story of consistent hard work and struggle. Delhi's young fast bowler Himanshu Chauhan dreams to play for India someday. Playing his debut season for Delhi in India's premier domestic tournament Ranji Trophy, Chauhan emerged as the highest wicket taker for Delhi with 30 wickets. And for a cricketer coming from an extremely humble background, making an impression in India's cricketing arena is never easy. But Himanshu is all determined to leave a mark. Here's a report by Abhishek Prasad that tells you all about it.
With 5 debutants in the recently concluded India-England Test series, the talent pool in Indian cricket is continually on a rise. And with Indian Cricket Board BCCI emphasizing more and more on domestic cricket, the list of players emerging is truly remarkable. With each day, players are emerging into the circuit. One such talented young fast bowler is Delhi's Himanshu Chauhan. Playing his debut season for Delhi in India's premier domestic tournament Ranji Trophy, Chauhan emerged as the highest wicket taker for Delhi with 30 wickets, with 3 5-wicket hauls. Not only this, he was also the leading wicket taker in the entire North Zone and grabbed the spotlight, becoming a probable prospect for another India's domestic tournament, Dilip Trophy. The youngster made his Ranji Trophy debut against Puducherry, taking 3 for 60 and 1 for 1 from the 2 innings. He helped Delhi register a thrilling victory against Uttarakhand, taking 7 wickets in the match.
किसी भी प्लेयर के लिए रणजी ट्रॉफी एक बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है और मुझे चांस मिला और मैंने अच्छा करा तो इससे मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस मिला है और इस कॉन्फिडेंस को मैं कैरी अवे करके जाऊँ। हमारा जो मेन मोटिव था वो मैचेस जीतने का था। टोटली मैंने अपनी टीम के लिए जो भी करा सब टीम के लिए था। अपने टीम के लिए मैंने अपनी विकेटें निकाली, इंपॉर्टेंट विकेटें निकाली।
Himanshu is also a product of school cricket after being scouted by his physical education teacher Ravi Goswami of DAV Jasola. Goswami tracked him in 2018 when he noticed his bowling speed during a net session in the school. Initially interested in football, Goswami convinced Chauhan to give gentleman's game a try.
ये बच्चा पहले फुटबॉल खेलता था तो 2018 की बात है, ऐसे ही एक दिन नेट पे बॉलिंग डालने आ गए। तो जब ये बॉल डाल रहा था मैंने देखा कि इसके पास तो नेचुरल स्पीड मतलब तब भी 125 या 28 से फेंक रहा था। तो मैंने उसको बोला कि यार तू फुटबॉल वगैरह छोड़ के भी क्रिकेट में आ जा, तो 2018 में क्रिकेट में आया, जोनल खेला, इंटर जोन खेला, स्कूल नेशनल खेला। उसके बाद कोरोना आ गया 2020 में। तो लॉकडाउन में मैं अपने घर कमला नगर से और अनंतपुर गांव फरीदाबाद मैं इसको प्रैक्टिस कराने सुबह आता था कोरोना काल में।
He was a very naughty child, but slowly I saw that he had a lot of inclination towards sports. And then when Ravi sir joined the school, he found out that he is a very good cricketer. And then his mentorship and his appreciation to him, his help to him brought him forward. And then he started playing excellent cricket. And later on, when he was in class 11-12, the main potential inside him came out, and he started representing the school at different levels as well.
Along with Coach Goswami, Himanshu kept sweating hard in the scorching heat while his teachers called him to attend lectures. He shined at the zonal level matches in school cricket. The school management, recognizing his talent, also gave the 21-year boy able support.
School is supporting not one student, to all the students according to their caliber, their potential. और उसमें ये है कि the support one is from the teacher side that we are providing coach. इसमें जैसे क्रिकेट के मैटर में रवि हमारे हैं, तो he has provided him the coaching, the everything, all guidance. मतलब उसमें कि भी डे नाइट मैचेस, रात में खेलना, ये सारी चीज़ें रहा। और उसके बाद में है कि भी जो इनका मटेरियल का, जैसे ट्रैक सूट का कुछ मैटर है, शूज़ का कोई मैटर है, बॉल्स का है, कि जो भी इशूज़ होते हैं वो हम बच्चों को, जैसे इसको पर्टिकुलरली हिमांशु को द स्कूल हैज़ प्रोवाइडेड।
मैंने हिमांशु को पढ़ाया और देखा कि आज जो वो कर रहा है उसके पीछे उसका धैर्य, उसकी लगन और उसकी निष्ठा है, जिसके कारण वो एकाग्रता के साथ क्रिकेट में भी इतना बढ़िया कर रहा है। और जब मैं पढ़ाती थी तो मैंने देखा खेलों में उसका रुझान हमेशा ज़्यादा रहा है। पढ़ाई करता था लेकिन उसका प्राथमिकता हमेशा ही क्रिकेट रही है। जब देखो खेल के मैदान में और कोच के पीछे, और उसको पकड़कर कक्षा में लाना पड़ता था।
In 2021, Himanshu appeared in Under-19 trial, where his performance helped him earn a place in the Delhi Under-19 team. In 2022, he was selected as a net bowler for then IPL champions Gujarat Titans, where he shared the space with Ashish Nehra, Gary Kirsten and Rashid Khan. After a year in 2023, Chauhan was also called for the Under-25 team. He says now that life has changed after becoming a professional cricketer.
रणजी ट्रॉफी खेलने के बाद काफ़ी लोगों ने मुझे अप्रिशिएट दिया, अपना आशीर्वाद दिया। बहुत फास्ट बॉलर के डेब्यू हो रहे हैं, तो एक मोटिवेशन मिलती है कुछ करने की, एक जागरूकता आती है, ताकि मैं भी शायद उस लेवल पे अपने आप को एक दिन देख सकूं, इसलिए मेरी मेहनत करने की चाहत और बढ़ जाती है।
India is slowly turning out to be a factory of fast bowlers. With IPL serving as a platform, these budding cricketers see the league as a launching pad. Like Umesh Yadav or Mohammad Siraj, Himanshu also started leather ball cricket late, but now all determined to represent India one day. Abhishek Prasad's report, DD India.
Summer Olympic International Federations on Tuesday excluded the International Boxing Association and called for a new organization to take over the sport's global duties. The International Olympic Committee decided last year to strip IBA of recognition over its failure to complete reforms on governance, finance and ethical issues. The Court of Arbitration for Sport earlier this month rejected IBA's appeal. IOC has since urged national boxing federations and national Olympic committees to find a partner international federation by next year at the latest to keep the sport in the Olympics. And that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We will be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika Meheto, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching DD India Sports Buzz.